Hey guys, hope you're all doing fantastic today. It's been a while since I did a vlog, but I got a heads up on my phone from AccuWeather saying rain in under 5 minutes. Should be here in like 4 minutes or something like that. And I look outside 4 minutes later, and sure enough, it's raining. I think we needed some rain, but holy cow. Pouring. Apparently we're supposed to get some heavy rain tonight as well going into the morning. But yeah, I mean, look at the trees. They're moving. Holy cow. That wind picked up too. But yeah, it has been a while since I've done a vlog. My apologies for that. Work is finally at the point where it's slowing down. Work comes first, so it pays the bills. So unfortunately I have to go that route. As well as getting my Disney vlogs done. Those are all done now. The final one was a haul video that's uploaded. Otherwise, getting back into the groove of putting out vlogs weekly, as well as starting up a Let's Play series. The game I wanted to start up, which I have a few videos done already. I just have to edit them and put them online. I'll most definitely have one out this week. It'll be for Dragon Quest 11. I'm a huge fan of Dragon Quest series, especially 11. Love that game. So if you want to check it out, make sure to stay tuned for some of those videos coming up shortly. Alright, so I hope you guys are all doing well today. It is now like, what, the 15th or 16th? I've lost count of July. It's halfway through July at this point. Yesterday was iffy. We'll put it that way. As soon as I pulled in my garage spot, my air pressure warning went off on my tire. So one of my tires is low, and I think I know which one it is. But then I get up talking to my neighbors. I get over to my place, and they said they had a small spot of water starting to form in their closet, which is right below my AC and furnace unit. So I go upstairs real quick, look in there. Sure enough, there's water around it. So I got in contact with HVAC company. They came and took a look at it within like an hour, and they had it fixed. It was a clogged pipe. Water sitting in a dark area, it's gonna form stuff. So the fact that I think it was the original piping from when they installed it, it may have been replaced at one point. But if that's the case, it was from 91. And he replaced the one downstairs too, mainly because they were in the same boat as I was, or about to be in the same boat. But what's really interesting is that with my AC unit, he said theoretically how it should be is my AC unit should go outside. Like there should be a hole drilled through my siding, and it should lead to the outside. Like it should just drip out or exit there. But the pipe goes straight down through their closet downstairs, and it goes into a drain pipe that is shared by both my unit and their unit. Or the two plastic pipes meet at a T intersection and then go into one pipe. Why not make it a Y intersection so that the water drains consistently down instead of putting a T in there, because there is water going to be sitting in that T. So I just don't get it. But then the drain outside of the building is a little pipe that's angled down, and with all the mulch they kept putting around it, they ended up burying that pipe, and it was a little clogged. But anyway, we got that whole thing figured out and fixed. I ended up getting some sunburn yesterday. Come to realize I really need to stock up on sunscreen and aloe vera, because man, last night was rough. Alright, so I'm winded, just finished my cardio. I always hate the feeling leading up to cardio, like, oh, I really don't want to do cardio. But then after it, I'm like, man, I feel good. It clears all the bad negative energy out, and God, I need to do more of it. But I wanted to touch on a cool milestone that was coming up, and that was hitting 1,000 video games. I put a video out a while back when I still lived with my parents. I think I still lived with my parents. That had to do on 600 video games. Actually, it might have been here. And I said my next milestone was probably going to be 1,000. Well, I was coming up on that mark, and I wanted to do something special for it. I wanted to do a game that was either rare, expensive, a collector's item, something that meant a lot to me, nostalgia-wise, something that was above and beyond, something to start off the next collection of 1,000 video games. But before I get to that one, I want to go over a few of the games that actually got me to this point. Some of the ones that really stuck out to me. The first one being Donkey Kong 64. This was the last Nintendo 64 game I needed to complete my original collection when I was a kid, and I had the N64. I never actually completed Donkey Kong 64 just because back then I really didn't know what I was doing with the game. But now that whole changes and I can actually go through it and complete it. Another game was Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I picked it up not too long ago, actually just before the remake of 1 and 2 came out. This game I used to rent all the time from Blockbuster. I used to borrow from a friend that lived around the corner from me. I would call my buddy up, he would play the game on his end, I would play it on my end, and we would just talk about what we were doing, what our skaters were doing. We took it really serious, and it was a really fun game. So that one had a lot of good memories with it. This next game is Dragon Warrior 3. In the States, it was Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3. Overseas, they would have known it as Dragon Quest. It became Dragon Quest after 3, but when it was localized here, we called it Dragon Warrior. I know it had something to do with not getting it confused with another game of sort of the same title. I don't know if it was because of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm not sure. The only RPG I played for basically my entire childhood was Pokemon. So I was still very new and just horrible when it came to actual RPGs, because Pokemon's a good RPG, but it's a good beginner RPG. It's not a real RPG. Or at least to me, like customizing your characters, having a party of different characters of different classes, stuff like that. And Dragon Quest 3 was just like that. I ended up selling it, which was a really dumb idea because the game is actually pretty pricey now. I got mine for I think $39, and they usually go for like $40 to $50. And the last game I want to mention is Prey for the PS4. I completed that within the last year, and that was a hidden gem. I bought it for like $8 used. Fantastic game. I don't know why it went under the radar that bad, but it is a fantastic game. There's so much exploration. It takes place in space. You're on a space station investigating what happened. You have powers. You're fighting some scary creatures. It's a really fun game, and it's made by Bethesda. It's also unique because it actually showed me that my fear of large man-made objects like ships and stuff, it can happen in space. There was a scene where you're floating outside of the space station and there's a space shuttle, and when you go up to the space shuttle, my anxiety started kicking in, and I've never had that with a video game before, so that was really weird to feel. But now getting into that special game, and to get this game I had to get a brand new system. So I got a Dreamcast. I never owned one. I never knew anyone that owned one, and altogether, and this is just guessing because I honestly can't remember any memories of me ever playing one. I may have played a kiosk with demos at Kmart, so I may only have like 5 minutes of total playtime on this system. It is very fresh to me, very new, and I can't wait to crack into it. So if the system is the Dreamcast, then what's the game? Well, to give you a little background, my first game, or my first handheld game or system, was the Game Boy Advance with Tetris. My first console, though, was a Sega Genesis. That's the first console I ever owned, and the first game or games that I got for it were Sonic and Sonic 2. So I went with Sonic Adventure for the Dreamcast. I'm extremely stoked about this game. I've watched people play it, like The Completionist. I played a few of the demos on other systems or ports, but that's as far as I've gotten into this game. I don't know a whole lot about it. A little pricey for my 1000th game, but I wanted it to be something special for me. So getting this and the Dreamcast, I'm excited to get into collecting another 1,000 video games, even more, and I hope I get to share that all with you guys. Alright, so I got a couple things to show you. One is the gaming setup. Got some cleaning up to do in some areas where I'm currently moving some of my handheld games, but got my glass cabinet up on the far side over there, way over there, with my Pop Funko figures and the Disney characters up on the side. Not a bad look for it. I'm happy with it. Gets the job done. Now I just need to do it over here with the Star Wars stuff. That'll actually look a lot nicer with just the Lego Star Wars in it. This one I had to put the large Pop Funko figures in because when I put them up on top here, just the way they were sitting didn't line up correctly. It wasn't pleasing to my I keep making the joke that I have OCD, a little OCD in me, but that was basically what was setting off. I just did not like how it was sitting, and I probably spent about 4 hours rearranging that whole thing over and over and over again. So I'm glad to get that taken care of. Working on getting all the games taken care of now, getting all this sorted out. I was just checking up on the weather that we have, and I'll show, or weather we had rather, I'll show small footage of it that I have right now. But basically we had some very heavy storms roll into southern Wisconsin that brought some very damaging winds. And so 2 days ago they said we had 5 tornadoes touch down. As of 40 minutes ago, they bumped that up to 10 tornadoes that touched down. A couple of them, I want to say 2 or 3 of them, were in F1, and the rest of them were F0s. So an F0 is obviously the lowest one on the rankings for them, but you're still talking about winds up to 73 miles an hour. So that's still some damaging stuff. As far as I know, only 1 person died, but that was up in Ripon, Wisconsin. And unfortunately there was a downed tree in the road and he ended up driving into it. I think we did declare a state of emergency, but that's basically just to bring people up here to help clean, just because of all the damage that was done. So we're taking care of that. I hope everybody can rebuild quickly from that and bounce back. So now I'm just relaxing, waiting for laundry to finish up, and then I'll probably look at what I'm gonna do for dinner. A little worried over the next 30 days just because I'm gonna be starting on more of a rigorous training exercise. That's gonna have a lot more cardio involved. I was losing weight before we got busy at work. I dropped about 30-ish pounds, and that was just from light exercise and maintaining what I was doing with my food, which was salads. I still went to Subway, but I got a meatball sub. Those are considered one of the more healthier ones just because marinara sauce is a healthier sauce compared to like sweet chicken teriyaki, which the sweet onion sauce is basically just candy. That's way too sweet. It's not exactly healthiest for you. But on top of that, I lost weight, but once work picked up again, I kind of put working out on the back burner just because I wanted to come home and relax. And it's not a good excuse, but it's something that has kind of held me back. And I want to focus again on exercising now that work is getting back to normal. So in the next month, I'm dedicating myself to doing like 40 minutes on the bike a day, eating salads, chicken breast, cooking properly, eating properly, a lot more water, and we'll see where that goes. It should be fun at the end of it. Once to see the results. I think once I actually see the results, I'm gonna be happy with it. I'm not gonna go on the scale or do anything like that until the end of the month. And then we'll see where I land with my BMI and my weight and my figure. So we'll look into it at the end of the month. But until then, I wanna thank you guys for stopping by. It felt good to get a vlog out again. It's been a while. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next vlog. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week, and I'll see you later. Take care and peace out.